Hey guys, how's it going? Ghostly Rich here. So today I'm going to be talking about hands-free devices and charges and stuff like that. There's a lot of people that don't understand some of the hands-free laws and how far they go. A lot of people think, oh, as long as I'm not talking on my cell phone or texting and driving, then I'm not in trouble. Well, this is absolutely wrong, actually. What's happening now is police are cracking down. If a police officer sees you driving and they see you start fooling around with your deck, that's instant too. Same with your GPS, right? As soon as you see someone, messing around with their GPS. Now you think, well, of course I know that some of you will, but you'd be surprised how many people still change their destination on their GPS to go get gas or something like that. And police officers will pull them over and they don't know why. So I'm doing this video to give you a couple of instances that I've had from friends and I've had myself. So one of them being, I was pulled off to the side, but I didn't turn my car off. Since my car was still running, I had a police officer come knock on my window and tell me, hey, you're not allowed to do that. And I said, but I'm pulled off to the side. No. If your car is running, your engine's running, and you take a phone call, even though you're pulled off to the side, they can be a dick and still give you a fine. So that's one, the GPS, even if you're pulled off to the side, even if you're, texting off to the side or calling somebody, they don't like the fact that your engine's running at all. It's kind of like drinking and driving, right? Even though you're not going anywhere, you're in the parking lot and you start your car, as soon as you do that, you're drinking and driving. Doesn't matter if you pull out or do anything like that, all right? Next thing is, I'm going to go over our decks. If you're changing a song, did you know that they can also give you the hands-free charge? Because you're not looking, you're playing with electronics while you're driving. So say if you're at a stoplight and you change a song, technically a police officer can pull you over and give you a fine because you're not paying attention to the road. So that's another big one for you. When you're doing stuff with your deck, that's why I love having my steering wheel controls. And I mainly tell everyone when I'm installing their stereo, if you have steering wheel controls, if you're putting in an aftermarket stereo, you can easily keep your steering wheel controls. Yes, it's going to cost you a bit of coin. It's probably going to cost you about $100 on top of your deck, but they're fairly easy to install. If you are wondering, you can always check them out. Metra has them, and Pack Audio has them. So if you type in Pack Audio steering wheel control modules, you can check them out that way. So another thing, just to go over, so that's for steering wheel controls, but also a lot of people are thinking, they pick up their cell phone to put it on charge. I've now have two friends that have to dispute tickets because of this. Because if you actually get caught even plugging in your cell phone, if your cell phone's visible in a cup holder, they can still give you a fine if they want to be a dick. So I always say try and keep it out of sight. So put it in your pocket, or if you put it in your cup holder, close your cup holder. That's the best way to do it. And then of course, our next little thing here, which I'm going to show you, is I suggest buying the newer style decks with the rear facing USB. A lot of people are going to say, why is that? I'd rather have it more on the front, then I don't have to try and hide it. Well, let me go over this. If it's in sight, the police officer can be a dick, especially if he sees the wire coming out of your stereo and into your cup holder. So what do I suggest you do? When you have your car deck pulled out, or if you're getting yours installed, you can tell the guy to do this. There's no installer that will tell you no. They'd be stupid if they do because of how easy it is. This is your glove box right here. Right in here, I'm not going to be able to show you, but you can actually reach your hand around and grab the cable. And the other funny thing is you can drop the cable right there, and as you can, well, you're not going to be able to really see it, but in the back of my glove box, I have a hole about this big. I could technically drop the wire out from behind my deck and then bring it up and put it in my glove box easy enough. It is so easy. Or you can drill a small hole on the side, and my stereo's right here. I also do another video on how to run it through the center console. And if you're wondering how hard it is to pop out a center console, let me just quickly show you this. You literally grab right here on your deck or on your center console, and if you start to move back here, this entire part comes out. I'm going to post a video link back here, and it's going to show you completely how to run a USB to your center console. This isn't for all vehicles, but in every single vehicle I've done, which is a great variety of Toyotas, Hondas, and everything like that, I've been able to disassemble the center console and get a wire run in about 10 extra minutes. So it's definitely worth buying a stereo with a rear-facing USB. That way you can have it in here. Let's see if I can pull this out for I have my GPS and everything. As you can see in here, I have this thumbstick in here. This is what I keep all my music on now because I don't even bother plugging my cell phone in. My cell phone stays in my pocket. So I just plug it in there. Now another thing that's really cool with the new style decks is Bluetooth. If you get one with Bluetooth, 90% chance now it has audio streaming, meaning it will audio stream from your phone. Keep in mind, if you're an audiophile, you're not going to like the quality. The quality of audio is it's not good. We'll just put it that way. But it's Bluetooth. You're still going to get it. So, that's just me going through a couple things that you need to look into when you're, picking up a stereo, is making sure that the rear-facing USB is a plus these days. I highly suggest picking it up. I used to be totally against them, but because I used to hate hiding them, but now that I've run them like 100 times, it's totally worth it. Putting it in your glove box, which takes like 10 seconds, or in here, and then you have, a police officer that's not going to give you a ticket because he can't. If it's in a glove box, you can't reach in there to grab it. If you have it in a cup holder, and it's closed, you aren't going to touch it. And if he tries to question you, you can always show him that you haven't touched your phone in this amount of time. So that's my little feedback for you. Like, subscribe, post in the comment section below if you have any questions at all. Thanks for watching and have a great day.